Deborah Compagnoni was born on August 4, 1970, in Lovere, a small town situated near Lake Iseo in the Lombardy region of northern Italy. Nestled in the Italian Alps, Lovere's mountainous landscape naturally exposed Deborah to skiing at a young age. She grew up in an environment where winter sports were a central part of life, with her family members being passionate about skiing. Deborah's father was an avid skier, and it was through his encouragement and love for the sport that she was introduced to the slopes. From a very young age, Deborah showed an immense natural ability and affinity for skiing. She began skiing at the age of 3 and quickly progressed through the ranks of local ski clubs. By the time she was a teenager, she had already displayed her exceptional skills in competitive skiing. Her early training was under the guidance of Enrico Grossi, a coach who recognized her talent and potential, pushing her toward greater achievements in alpine skiing. In her early years, Deborah focused on slalom and giant slalom, two disciplines that would ultimately define her career. Competing in the local and national circuits, she built a solid foundation of technique and athleticism, catching the attention of the Italian national ski team coaches. Her rise through the ranks was swift, and by her late teens, Deborah was poised to make her mark on the international stage. Breakthrough in the international arena. Deborah made her debut in the FIS World Cup in 1989, at the age of 18, participating in the Alpine Skiing World Cup and showing early promise in giant slalom. Though it took a few years for her to fully break through, she steadily improved with each competition. Her major international breakthrough came in 1990, when she won her first World Cup race in the giant slalom at Mont-Tremblant, Canada. This victory, though not a major overall win, was a key turning point in her career and helped solidify her status as a rising star in the sport. The early 1990s were a period of steady progression for Deborah. She continued to build on her consistency, gathering podium finishes across different events, including the World Cup, while focusing on her strongest disciplines: giant slalom and downhill. Her progression did not go unnoticed, and by 1993, she had already begun to develop a reputation as one of the best giant slalom skiers in the world. Career peak, dominance and Olympic glory. The pinnacle of Deborah Compagnoni's career came during the 1990s, a decade where she would dominate the slopes and cement her place in alpine skiing history. Her speed, precision, and powerful technique were perfectly suited to the giant slalom, which became her signature event. Deborah was known for her aggressive, fearless approach to racing, as well as her ability to ski with remarkable consistency under pressure. This approach paid off with numerous podium finishes and victories, including major World Cup wins. In 1992, Compagnoni reached a major milestone in her career by capturing her first World Championship gold medal in giant slalom at the Alpine World Ski Championships in Lacs, Switzerland. This victory marked the beginning of an incredible period for the Italian skier, as she would go on to dominate the sport. It was in 1994, however, that Deborah achieved her most significant achievement: Olympic glory. At the 1994 Winter Olympics in Lillehammer, Norway, Compagnoni arrived as one of the leading favorites to win gold in giant slalom. The competition was fierce, but Deborah delivered a flawless performance on the slopes, securing the gold medal in the event. This victory was a historic moment for Italy, as Compagnoni became the first Italian woman to win a gold medal in alpine skiing at the Winter Olympics. Not only did Compagnoni win her first Olympic gold in 1994, but she also secured a silver medal in the slalom event, further solidifying her dominance in the sport. She had become one of the world's top alpine skiers, and her victories were celebrated as a national achievement in Italy. Her victory in the giant slalom was a testament to her incredible talent and mental toughness, qualities that would define her career for the years to come. Continued success and legacy. Following her Olympic success, Deborah continued to compete at the highest levels of the sport, capturing multiple victories and podium finishes across both the World Cup and World Championships. Her winning mentality and consistent performance made her one of the most respected figures in alpine skiing. In 1996, she earned her second World Championship gold medal, this time in the downhill event, further proving her versatility as a skier. By now, Deborah was not only a giant slalom specialist, but also an all-around threat in all disciplines. Her performances in both downhill and Super G were also strong, and she continued to demonstrate the same level of dedication and passion that had earned her Olympic gold. Throughout the 1990s, Deborah remained a consistent presence on the World Cup circuit, competing fiercely with the top skiers of her generation. In total, she won 4 World Cup giant slalom titles and accumulated numerous podium finishes in both downhill and Super G. Her incredible talent and competitive spirit allowed her to remain at the forefront of the sport for much of the decade. Deborah's commitment to her craft, paired with her natural ability, enabled her to achieve her personal and professional goals. Throughout her career, she accumulated 10 World Cup victories, with several podium finishes, and consistently ranked among the best in the world. Her victories were marked by a unique blend of skill, agility, and determination, which made her a fan favorite and an inspiration to aspiring skiers. Final years and retirement. After a highly successful career, Deborah Compagnoni retired from professional skiing in 2001, at the age of 30, following a long and illustrious career that included Olympic medals, World Cup victories, and World Championship golds. Her decision to retire was motivated by a combination of factors, including the physical toll that competitive skiing takes on an athlete's body and the desire to transition to new challenges in life. Following her retirement, Deborah remained involved in the sport in various capacities. She has been a strong advocate for the development of young skiers in Italy and has continued to be a presence in the world of skiing as a commentator and mentor. Compagnoni also turned her attention to business ventures and philanthropic work, supporting a range of charitable causes. Throughout her retirement, Deborah has been celebrated as a trailblazer in Italian skiing and a role model for young athletes worldwide. She is considered one of the greatest skiers to ever compete, and her influence continues to shape the sport, both in Italy and internationally.